It's getting award season buzz already, and a lot of it. We are talking about the new movie, The Big Short. It hits theaters tomorrow and stars Christian Bale, Ryan Gosling, Steve Carell, and of course the one and only Brad Pitt. Our certified movie critic, Tony Gonzalez, sat down with the cast in LA, and she wanted to talk about the importance and the timeliness of the movie. All they wanted to talk about was the man who brought them all together.
Banks have conditioned us to trust them. What have we got from that? 25% interest rates on credit cards. They have screwed us on student loans that we can never get out from under.
Well, if that alone makes you mad, then let me tell you, The Big Short, well, it'll make you downright angry. The film is about the financial collapse of 2008. It gives you an overall 30,000 feet view while also showing you the after effects on a granular level to our great country.
How can the banks let this happen?
It's fueled by stupidity.
But that's not stupidity, that's fraud.
Tell me the difference between stupid and illegal, and I'll have my wife's brother arrested.
See how simple that was?
Banks got
Well, I'm here to tell you folks, that's how the entire movie is.
Do you have any idea what you're up against?
What I really particularly liked, and I think the audience is really going to like, is it takes a really dense, complex subject, breaks it down into something that's palatable, something that's understandable. Was that really important to you?
I was so impressed when I read the script because I was just impressed that they found a way to make something that I would generally think is not interesting at all and couldn't be interesting and was so emotional and funny.
It was important. It's very complicated materially, and you don't want people to feel overwhelmed by it all and kind of check out. And I thought the subject matter was important. I didn't know that much about the collapse of 2008. I think about as much as anybody else, but no more. So when I read up on it, and I read the script, it was terrifying. And I thought, well, if I have that experience in just reading the book and the script, then there's something here. I think there's something important, and it's timely. And I thought it was really funny.
I mean, seriously, I feel like I'm financially inside of you or something.
Okay.
I'm jacked. I'm jacked to the tits!
What is one of the takeaways that you want the audience to do? You maybe pay more attention or get more educated or not be so, blasé about things. I mean, what's one of the messages you think is really important for the audience to take away from this?
There's a lot to take away from this, and, I think it'll appeal to people on different levels, as deep as you want to go into it. That this world is intentionally, the world of high finance is intentionally made alienating so that it's the language is devised to make you feel stupid and like you can't understand it, so that you don't ask questions, so that they're allowed to do what they will with your money.
You don't want to sound pretentious and say, oh, I hope it starts a conversation, but I kind of do. It would be nice if afterward people walked out of the theater and said, man, I can't believe that happened, and we lived through it, and it could happen again, and nothing has changed. We're in all that culture remains the same. Those attitudes, that behavior remains the same as it did, and we're in it right now.
Cynthia, I'm okay. I really am. Hey. No, my cab. That's my cab. That's my cab.
When you get the script, how much of this, for you, do you look and go, okay, I'm attracted to the script because of this character. He's kind of a guy who wants to right the wrongs. Or how much of it is because you really think that this message is important to relay?
There were a lot of parts of it that were attractive to me. One was just working with Adam again. I've known him forever. We've known each other since the late 80s, so working with him was a big deal.
It's Adam McKay, I just am a big fan, and I would have probably done anything, but the fact that it was that it was something that's so relevant, and I never could have imagined that this would be the film I would work on with him, and even though it seems like strange maybe that he made this film, it's when you see it you realize it's just a natural next step for him.
Okay, here we go.
The Big Short looks like a fabulous film. And Tony, could you focus sitting across from Ryan Gosling?
I'm sorry. I did challenge him to a staring contest, which I'm sad to say I did lose.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
A couple of big stars there. So what did you think of the movie? I think it looks fabulous.
Oh my gosh. It is tied for first place right now for Best Picture, in my opinion.
Okay.
I really think that or the cast ensemble of Spotlight will take home Best
so
Picture.
you think they're
I love this
going to
film.
take home a lot of awards, huh?
Yeah, I do. But let me tell you about this director, Adam McKay. They kept talking about Adam McKay, Adam McKay, Adam McKay. Adam McKay.
Yeah, who is Adam McKay?
Okay, you'll recognize him from Step Brothers.
Yes.
Anchorman.
Yes.
Anchorman 2.
Okay.
So he's like really comedy kind of guy.
Yeah.
In fact, the studio came to him and said, hey, we want you to do a second Anchorman 2. And he says, you know what? I will only do it if you let me do The Big Short.
Okay.
So they said, all right, deal. And now who's the winner?
Wow, really? And then Steve Carell. So what did you think about him? I haven't seen him. What is the last movie I've seen him in?
He's been so fantastic. I actually, of course, without saying, his comedy roles are amazing. I like him as a dramatic actor. He did Crazy Stupid Love. He did Dan in Real Life.
Right.
This one, he will get a nomination for, and he might actually even take it. He did so great in this role.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Crazy Stupid Love. He really is kind of got that diverse, got that range as far as acting. It is interesting to see him in a comedy and then kind of switch it up and get real serious for a minute, right?
Yeah, and he did Crazy Stupid Love with Ryan Gosling. So
oh, that's
I
right.
mean,
He was in that together. And then real quick, we've got just a couple seconds. You got a little teaser coming up for tomorrow. Another superstar that you wanted to talk about. Who are we gonna?
Tomorrow we're gonna go one-on-one with Christian Bale.
Ooh.
Yeah, he was a great interview.
I'm excited for this. All right, thank you so much, Tony.
Thank you,
so great to
Steph. Thanks
see
for
you.
having me.